Mrs. Mcardle's house in Weston. This is the video to rehash some of our thoughts in here. Okay, so from the corner of the house out about 1 foot beyond the corner of the patio, 16 feet. From here down to the corner that matches up with that boxwood, so to about where I'm standing here, is 52 feet from there to here. Okay, and the thought process is you'd have to leave roughly a 4-foot opening to be able to walk down through to these steps. I'm just going to remeasure this one distance over here. Some of these juniper are going to have to try to be transplanted, and you're going to have to bring in basically make a rough stack wall to lift up the grade, because you're going to notice that there's a depression in this area. And when you plant the shrubs, you're going to want them to look much like on a level playing field, so this way you don't have like this dipping hedge, this hedge that doesn't look level, which would look funny. Okay, and then I'm just going to remeasure this distance here, I forgot it. So let's see here, from this corner to this boxwood is 21 feet. From here to there, 21 feet. We talked about leaving an opening on both sides for possibly a gate. Okay. Talked about using a drip line connected to the spigot off the front corner of the house to get water on these, and possibly just putting a timer on there, electric timer. So this way you don't have to worry about coming out here and watering it all the time. In regards to lawn fertilizing, I would suggest some spring seeding, specifically around the house where it's going to be most visible. For the areas down in this area, you can see that there's really very little sunlight. So I'll give you an option for kind of seeding along the edge of the property, but it's probably another, this is probably another 100 feet by 40 foot area, and over there is another 100 feet by 30 foot area kind of wrapping around that edge. So that would be substantially more money if you had to seed that in the spring as well. There are some branches that need to be cleaned up for the spring cleanup. Let's just take a look at the front, see if I can point out anything else for you. This is the north side of the house. It's very shady. This is one of the areas that you might consider seeding because it's closer to the house as in regards to spring seeding. Okay. Talked about tying your boxwoods before next winter so they don't break apart. Possibly transplanting at least one of those lilacs. There's no sunlight on that side of the house. Treating the boxwoods and treating the cherry tree to prevent insect damage. Okay. The tree company should grind that stump out for you. There's one tree in the back right corner of the house I showed you that had some decay and some damage. So you have to just think about that, whether you want to keep that tree or not. But that stump obviously should probably be ground down and put some soil and seed in there. And I think that's about it. So I appreciate your time. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.